The police department just began focusing patrols on crosswalks in an effort to improve driver compliance. They said that even plainclothed officers will use crosswalks in an effort to weed out drivers who don't obey the law.
Go across the streets, walking through the crosswalks in the manner that they're what we're expecting pedestrians to use the crosswalks. And if there's a violation, then they'll be notifying a traffic officer to then stop the vehicle and address the violation.
The streets of Glastonbury are about to be sprinkled with undercover officers from time to time as they conduct crosswalk enforcement operations. The plainclothed officers will use the crosswalks just like any other person, but if they spot a driver who violates it, they'll radio for them to be pulled over. Michael Cavallero visits family in Glastonbury often and has already noticed a difference.
Couldn't feel more safe. You know, the crosswalks, they work perfectly. I see a little more police officers in town kind of enforcing the law.
Other changes in recent months include more neon signs, crosswalks, medians, roundabouts, and other reflective items. Michael Lawton has lived in Glastonbury for decades and thinks the policing of crosswalks should especially be heightened during daylight hours.
It closes up early at night. It's not like a night place.
Glastonbury Police Lieutenant Kevin Zidlow says they decided to make these changes after multiple people were hit in crosswalks last year, including one crash in which a person was killed.
We did have, unfortunately, a fatal accident just over a year ago on Glastonbury Boulevard involving a person that was struck in a crosswalk. But even since then, we've had an increase in complaints about people not yielding pedestrians in the crosswalk.
Zidlow says this new kind of enforcement is meant to remind both drivers and people about their responsibility to pay attention and to use crosswalks correctly. Unlike other policing initiatives that might require grant funding or budget allocations, this kind of undercover enforcement doesn't cost the department an extra dime.
This is really something that's rather, I'm going to say, a bit low impact, because we can take our traffic officers and plainclothes folks and just send them out for an hour or so in a particular area. Maybe they check a couple of crosswalks.
And all throughout Wednesday afternoon and evening, I've seen police cars going up and down Main Street, making sure that drivers are in fact stopping at the crosswalks. In Glastonbury, Tim Lateau, Fox 61.